No, thank you. I don't want overlays all over the place, except for the one I do want, which I don't have, but never mind that. Hey guys, name's Fen. I'm gonna kill myself doing this, but yeah. So, last time I ended one mission, this time we begin another anew. So that's our character talking? I can't really remember what the story is, but there's blood and ladies bathing in blood involved, so, return to your cell. I don't think I've ever seen that as an objective. Cool. Well, this guy knows his history way more than me, so I'm just gonna bumble around cluelessly thieving and taffing painkiller. Well. See, a painkiller is not necessarily the same thing. Well, it's not the same thing as actual healing. It merely stops your pain. It does not actually heal the root cause. So one must take care that the root cause is in fact healing whilst the pain is stopping, or else it'll come back and then you'll die or something. Oh, it's soap. Don't be afraid of the soap. Alright. That's it. No compass, because this is one of those missions. And a journal, because it's one of those missions. Ugh. The first big event of my life occurred today, although I'm only 10 years old. This is how a 10-year-old writes. The first big event of my life occurred. Kids were more well-educated then. My parents betrothed me in the presence of Master Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi to Ferenc, the son of Thomas Nadasi. Not Nadasti. Nadasi. Not Nadasti. Nadasi. There's no C. The date for the actual wedding has not been discussed, since Ferenc is but 15 years old. We are both so young. Dude, no 10-year-old writes like this, bro. There's not even any cute backwards ends or nothing. I don't really understand it all, but I hope that it means something wonderful for me in the future. Since I'm progressing well with my studies, my teacher promised to instruct me in the use of weapons. I will learn fencing and archery. My teacher says that everyone needs to know such things. My long-awaited marriage to Ferenc took place yesterday, hopefully at past age, age 15. And at last we are husband and wife. The festive ceremony took place. Still, that's... Oh, hey, that's the microwave. Also, getting married at 15 is bullshit, but excuse me for one moment. Right, so I don't understand what happened. Like, I found some... That's another stutter. I swear to God, if this keeps happening, I will go into the settings and change them. Something. I don't... Dude, seriously. Thief should not be stuttering on a goddamn 3950X. I'm not happy about that. Anyway, I don't know what is happening. Like, is this the journal I got? Is this Bathory's journal, or... It's... This guy expects you to know your history. Yeah, I mean, I guess. But why am I in a cell? Why was I in a caravan? I just went from town to this. The festive ceremony took place in Vranos Castle in Zemplin County, where the Habsburg ruler and the Hungarian king, Emperor Miksa, were represented. His envoy presented us with a gilded wine carafe worth at least 200 thalers, and the empress sent a goblet worth about 100 thalers. There were many other valuable gifts from the Habsburg archdukes as well. Ferenc never comes home before sunset. Without any warning, he will arrive in the yard to be greeted, then ride his horse slowly onto the terrace, dismount and fall on his knees in front of me. Many times I have seen clotted blood on his shirt. Once we are in the bedroom, he disrobes to display his scars like a peacock spreads his feathers. I have to caress his scabs, or worse yet, injuries which are still raw, oozing and inflamed. This seems to excite him. Yeah, men are jerks. Except for some of them, not all of them are jerks. Hashtag not all guys are jerks. That totally makes us feel better. Just 99% of them are. Totally not a backhand compliment. That seems to excite him. Now with your lips, he will say, and I must kiss them, though it revolts me. These episodes distress me greatly, as the rest of the time he is a good and gentle husband to me. Ferenc has changed much of late. He talks constantly about fighting, cunning mass murders, and horrible wounds. He recounts in great detail the agonies suffered by his close companions. I thought also that's what fetishes are, unfortunately. Or kinks. Whatever they are. You're normally a good and gentle person, except when the stupid demon in you smacks you upside the head and makes you act like a filthy, disgusting fuck. Unfortunate, but there you are. I thought at first that he was looking for consolation, but now realize that he enjoys reliving it. I must stand attentively until he has finished talking, at which point he lays on his back and pulls me down on top of him. He wants me to fight him, but instead I withdraw inside myself, becoming an object without will, refusing to give him the pleasure of winning yet another battle. He loves to hear me scream and does his best to make me react. He winds my hair around. Okay, can we stop the description of this? It's a little graphic, My 10-year-old ears can't hear this. No, I think I'm mixing things up here. Around his wrist and doesn't undressed so that his buckle and his clasps wound me. I bleed, but he holds me down and bites me, leaving his mark on me until his next visit, though sometimes he's gone for months. I'm silent, passive, and cold, and thankfully haven't conceived. An object may not become pregnant. Ferenc took his seat in the Senate today. I accompanied him because it was his first time. After the assembly, Georgi murdered Link with a fish face, and then Thurzo, one of Ferenc's comrade-in-arms, called me a loving wife because I was there, since most spouses do not make this effort for their husbands. Thurzo would consider it an honor if, when I go to Exed, I would stop in at Bitse to visit with this one. What are all these words, anyway? Like, this guy's clearly a history nerd, but it's like, instead of teaching you history, this mission just kind of, like, name checks it. Why not, since our estates are adjacent? Recently, we hired a nurse named Ilona Ju, and now I have a little more freedom since I don't have to worry about the children all of the time. We committed my dear husband to eternal rest today. He was buried in Sarvar. I am left a widow with 3 children, but I shouldn't dwell on that. After 30 years of marriage, I find a widow's life to be far from peaceful. When my children were still at home, there was always something going on. 5 months after Ferenc's death, we celebrated my daughter Kata's marriage to Fishface Homone, the sheriff of Zemplin. Same name. The sheriff of Zemplin, which took place at Karazdur. Soon after, Anna married Miklos Zrin. This is just like that other book when I was just like, dude, this is literally just history with names all up in. Pal moved out and now lives with his instructor Imre Magyari in Bratislava. I was left all alone, but I travel a lot in order to oversee my estates. Katalin Benixgi has stayed on with me, and fortunately is someone who I may count on in good times and bad. My relationship with Thurzo has deteriorated. Since he was appointed Palatine, Thurzo has come up with various schemes which would allow him to take control of my affairs. I fear there are hard times ahead. I asked my nephew Gabor in Transylvania for help, and he promised to support me in every way he can, but unfortunately he may not intervene directly in local affairs because he is the sovereign of Transylvania. I'm afraid that now I'm on my own. Thurzo will do whatever it takes to get what he wants, my possessions. I never felt so shamed and humiliated. What has the world come to that things like this can occur? Today I spoke with my pastor, Peter, the only person with whom I am allowed to be in contact. He said that he saw 2 strange men in the field and that he had watched them carry 2 bodies to the castle. Soon after, he found Fixco unconscious in the cellar. When he came to, he told Peter that he had also, like, who are any of these people? That he had also seen the 2 strangers. Oh, Peter, yeah. remember your reading. He managed to get close enough to see them with the bodies of 2 dead girls before someone knocked him out from behind. All this happened right before Thurzo's soldiers attacked me during dinner and dragged me away. The 2 corpses were later produced as fresh evidence against me. I know now that someone took advantage of the gossip about me and used this opportunity to set up a conspiracy against me. I'm very afraid that it's too late for me to do anything to stop it. The charges against me are too serious and the evidence too perfectly contrived. People have been executed because of me, and this same fate probably awaits me as well. Help me, O clouds, stay by me. Let no harm come to me. Let me remain healthy and invincible. No, you're supposed to pray to the white, extremely Caucasian bearded man on the cloud, not the clouds themselves. Lady, I've been held captive for 3 weeks and nothing has happened yet. All of my staff were executed. Only Catalin Benex-Guy was left free by the king because of her young age. I feared that this was another of their tricks, so I told Catalin to denounce me publicly and for her to acknowledge me as her mortal enemy. This proved to be an excellent idea, and now it is she who brings me food. I'm so proud of her. I've had no news about my children. I've begun to suspect that they were in on the conspiracy. Today they will take me to the king for an audience, my first chance to be heard. The caravan will rest in Sarvar, which may provide me with a good opportunity to do something. Now it's time to get in touch with Father Peter again. So this is going to be the story of Bathory having been wrongfully accused and belting up a river like a fish. Okay, well, a key or some form of guard walking by the window with a suspicious... Oh. There's gonna be a key inside the food, isn't there? No, just underneath. So, am I Elizabeth or what? So is this the thing where I play with the one guy and then I play the one lady alternately? Because that doesn't seem to have been made clear. Maybe if I knew my history, I would have been able to infer it. My Countess, I must leave, but before I do, I'm going to make sure you get this letter. What happened here was shameful, and nobody understands what is going to happen now. The castle was totally emptied of staff, and high-ranking locals were invited to a reception. I have heard from the guards that Palatine Thurzo will arrive today, and tomorrow you will be transported back to Kachtis. Now the local bailiff is in charge. You are in terrible danger because this bailiff is a very bad man. Some of the servants here have already been interrogated and tortured by barbaric methods. Your personal servants, Dorotia and Fico, were among the first arrested and thrown into prison. Rotzi, however, conspired with the bailiff to falsely testify against you in order to escape being tortured and imprisoned. The notary, Janos Darvolja, presided over all the interrogations and recorded the statements. Since all of these accusations are untrue, you must get your hands on the indictment at all costs. We can trust no one who has left here, so you must do it yourself. As your personal cleric, I know that the allegations that have been made are all fabrications being used against you by hidden political rivals. I hope that the king will realize this and put a stop to it before it's too late, but until then, you must do the best you can to protect yourself. Furthermore, it is necessary to somehow make sure that this reception is not a success, because that would only strengthen Thurzo's authority. I managed to find out that the bailiff has planned a special dinner for this evening, for which he has had the food brought at great expense from afar. Ruining the food would surely also ruin the evening. Only the bailiff's death could prevent more torture. They allow Rotzi to live in your suite since Rotzi betrayed you. If poison should somehow get into the bailiff's goblet and all signs should point to Rotzi, you may kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Incidentally, if the guests were to find their jewels in Rotzi's jewel box, it would be the final nail in her coffin. I have managed to slip you a tiny implement which may get you out of your cell. You must return to your cell after accomplishing your tasks. And as an escape would only make the situation worse. The most important thing is to sabotage their case against you. You will need money, enough to ensure your son's safety. While you're out of your cell, collect as much gold and as many valuables as you can manage. Please heed my warning and do not try to escape. Return to your cell. It is vital that they never discover that you are loose in the castle. God bless you, my lady. I will see you soon at Kachtis. Your pastor...
I made a promise.
Father Peter. Oh. So yes, I am Lady whatever. So I was looking forward to, like, you know, going to some final room where the lady was bathing in blood and then I'll, like, kill her with some holy water or something. I guess that wouldn't be as interesting, though, but, So, there's that, and then there's this, though. I mean... Well, I don't know what that is. I guess I... What? Okay, am I supposed to, like... Oh, okay. Well, hello, this whole video consists of reading. How's it going? There's text on this lock, but no one knows what it says. Ah, the infinite sound maker. We could parlay this into a perpetual motion Rube Goldberg machine with a backslash in between them because of CPM issues of legacy. Yeah. So, not really a forced ghost, or maybe it is. Like, oh, where is? Oh, jeez. Find something in a barracks you can use to knock out nosy people. Ah, so not at all. Get the indictment from the notary. Find a way to sabotage the reception. Put rat poison in the bailiff's wine goblet. Don't let the bailiff become alerted. Take something of value from the guests and... yeah. So, okay, so we're playing Miss yeah, she's good. Why am I somehow disappointed? I was expecting the spiciness of evil to permeate my nostril holes, but unfortunately... won't be the case. So, this bloom was tasteful in one mission, but now it's sort of like overblown. That's annoying. Hiken algen azuni kelin bettigen keppable fell. I 100% agree. Right. So I guess I was given a map, because as all prisoners are, I was given a map with hard to read text. It almost seems like scribbling out places, but... whatever, but it's purple, as everything in this mission should be, or I will kill it dead. So, yeah, I don't... maybe I should leave Bloom off, it just doesn't ever... there's no, like, global setting that globally works. Leave your
What was that?
Nice coat. You look like a spider. I had Alfred read your books. He gave me some cider. Did I miss something? I don't know. Dudes.
What's going on here?
What?
Come back here.
Excuse me?
I'll find you.
What?
You've been hiding for long.
What are you doing? I mean, I didn't do diddly dick. I guess... I have no idea what's going on. Hey, you go back and... go back to Brothers Tale of Two Sons and...
Fight me, you
help your wife eat people. What? Dude, why did that happen? Like, literally, why did that happen? Right? Full on. Yeah, like, seriously, oh, was it? Wait. No, what? Yeah. I didn't get seen. For surely. For surely. I did not get... God. Okay, well, I don't really know why. But I guess I'll just hang out in this room and get blinded. Oh. Was it because I dropped the lamp? Oh. God forgive me for dropping a lamp. After all, we all do it. Let's go to confession, but what do I know? Okay, let's... So I don't actually remember where I am now, but I just want to go into that other room and listen to hilarious conversation. Oh, it's because I'm tapping on the floor, but it's somehow really quiet for some reason. Oh. Yeah, like... I don't know.
Strange noises.
Oh yeah, I don't have something to knock people out with. But, you know, it's nice snow that sort of slightly goes through the window frame. So, we got that going for us, which is nice. So something in the barracks. So it mightn't be a black Yup, blackjack, but a broom. A stick. Okay. Barrack. Jail. So I'm reasonably close to the barrack, I suppose. Yes. Why would you do? I will sunny. So yeah, that shirt looks like that's a brown spider. A brown spider. It's creepy. Make sure to cross it with a human and then marry it. Because, oh. Yeah, don't read the good note. Read the stupid note. Stupid. Okay, I'm done. My dear wife, I will deliver this news in person if I survive, but I want to write to you in case I don't make it. I'm greatly saddened. If you had any idea what kind of strange situation I'm involved in, you would be dismayed. Countess Elizabeth Bathory was arrested, and we now guard her in Sarvar. Do not ask me why, as I don't know. Nobody knows what is going on. We hear all kinds of monstrous allegations against her, but I don't think they are true. It seems to me to be more of a personal vendetta against the Countess and the Palatine. The bailiff is now the castle governor, and I do not like him. He locked up the servants, which I don't believe anyone would have ordered him to do. Things should start to get better tomorrow as the Palatine is arriving. I simply don't understand how I ended up involved in an underhanded thing like this. Oh dear, I really shouldn't talk about this. Indeed, a thief might read it in chortle. Here I go. Oh. This doesn't look like marble. It looks like stone. A courtyard of stone. Not really a courtyard, but stone. Nonetheless, and I have to do a creep crouch crawl because I got no lips. Also, no arrows. But conveniently, this has CD links and Andromed Fnords. Oh, a walking stick. Not as insane as some, like a frying pan or a Burrick's tooth that's extremely elongated. Well, I've never seen that, but I did just make it up, so we have that going for us, which is nice. Jacob! Kindly return this stick, because it is ridiculous. I am lame, not a shepherd. Sheep are the only thing this stick should be used for, other than maybe to hit someone over the head. If I walk around with this, I'll be laughed at. Bring me a more beautiful one, or I'll find some other way to manage. Oh. You ungrateful worm, who do you think you is? He is. I can't even toss the cards like Alice.
Didn't sound like rats this time.
Well, it's not as trolly as a hammer, at least. So, I don't know why I sang the troll song when it wasn't trolly, but I guess I must have been lying. Yeah, his sword glows. See, the bloom is imperfect because Thief wasn't designed with it, so it has to be faked. And why, like, why are these pictures black and white? I have to ask. Like, yeah, I mean, it just seems like it seems like that old, like it's literally black and white, not shades of gray, but actual black and white, like the old PCX files used to be when they were black and white, like back in the old DOS days or whatever. You don't know what I'm talking about, right? Of course, everyone remembers the DOS days. I can't believe that shit like the 90s is now old. People just be like, oh yeah, so let me tell you, in the 90s there were the original Athlon chips, and I'm saying this because like nobody knows that. I'm really schooling you on some incredibly interesting history that nobody knows. I'm like, dude, everybody knows about the original Athlon Thunderbirds, right? I mean, oh, Katmai, Coppermine, Thunderbird, Mendocino, Northwood, Thoroughbred, Willamette, and Palomino, Paxville, Diamondville, Covington, Tualatin, Sledgehammer, Claw, Hammer, Cedar Mill, and Gallatin, Orion, Pluto, Klamath, Marin, Jasper Forest, Drake, Nahalem, Arundel, and Tigerton, Prestonia, Apollo, Lake, and Denver, Venice, Windsor, Brisbane, San Diego, Dotino, Napona, Macatilla, Toledo, Calistona, Kona. These are the names of our processors past. But at least my aspie interest is in condiment packs. Yeah. Oh, thank you. So, that...
Thought I heard something.
That accompli. Let's get to Blackjack and everybody in the entire mission. It wouldn't be a Fen video if I didn't do that. Also, You look kind of evil. Look at her grunting and wearing that Narnia clothing. No, what's the not Elvira, the real Elvira who Elvira ripped off. Morticia? No. Oh, what could it be? Vampira. Vampire, but with an A at the end. Hey, I like the weather. Dark that isn't dark, my nemesis once again. The load key, my savior once again. Oh, and now I have to do... That is a weirdly light tapping. Also, this knife kind of spins around its center axis. Oh, grab the carousel by the horns. So, you know, I can't actually grab this axe. Oh, I can. To throw. Oh. And use it as a blackjack. You know, that would be pretty hilarious. But, no, I think I might be missing the purpose of le Jacques Noir. I'm totally sure that's what the blackjack is called in French. Jacques Noir, right? Rick, back me up, buddy, here. Buddy. Oh, dearie, dearie, dearie me. Yes. Dark. That isn't dark. It sounds like a good band name, except not at all, really, but... You know, there's plenty of bands named not good names, like Sum 41 or Blink 182 or anything else that sounds like a really generic AOL screen name. Awful name for a band. Prime 95, no, that's not a band name, that's a program name. And also, it's not 1995 no more, but maybe by 95, they mean 95% chance that your computer will explode if you didn't cool it properly when you're running this program. That could be the case. Well, these two guys are staring deeply into each other's faces. Let's see if they continue to do so. This reminds me of... Oh, hell. That mission... Was it Emily Victor? Probably. Anyway. Like, dude, you guys gonna do something or what? Like, you're just standing there going, here's my hetero life, mate. Or whatever. I think that's how you deliver it. Yeah, they're just, like, in the way and, like, annoying people. And one of them's a pagan, but, you know, not really, because no pagans existed in these times. Everyone got along in the time of Elizabeth Bathory. Many faiths and non-faiths were accounted for, and nobody ever argued. And then someone got really bored and started bathing in blood and blamed me on it. And, well, now I'm back screaming for vengeance like some sort of falsetto lion. So, you could throw... Yeah, I kind of want to see if it, like, rotates and spins around and stuff. Oh, it's not an actual weapon. It's like a fake weapon. Okay, so, like, let's see here.
Did you see that?
Kind of. But, like, it doesn't even hit them. Because I'm not even supposed to kill anyone. I mean, I'm Elizabeth Bathory. When does Elizabeth freaking Bathory get told not to kill anyone? This, I demand justice. Well, I don't really see what I'm exactly meant to do with that door. Maybe these guys walk away at some point or something. I'm not going to assume scripts are broken because last time I did that, it was right, actually. So, I'm going to assume not. Because if I assume so now, then I'm really boned, and I don't want to feel like I'm boned even if I am. So basically I'm saying that if someone bones me, I don't want to feel it. Now, this may come as a surprise, as you may feel that the point of being boned is to feel it, but I never courted popularity. No. No speaking technology has been invented yet, because everyone agreed so much that they were so busy, like, agreeing that they didn't invent siphoning technology, or whatever the heck I just said. Oh. I'm a motor mouth. How do you do? I will put an engine in your mouth. It will spew fumes, except it won't be gas smoke. It'll be like... you know, marijuana, which is legal in Canada now, so everybody come here and get stoned. I haven't, because I don't really want to, but you can. And if I wanted to, I could walk out and purchase some sort of marijuana cigarette and, like, smoke it and die because I have, like, no use to itness. So, hurdy her, and have a good day.
This isn't right.
What isn't right? Your face? Is it your face, you mean? Because if it is, then that's correct. Anyway, Fancy spider, how those spiders spout. That's what a lady in the theater said to her kid on launch day for Erotica in the theaters, except that was a really exaggerated way to say it. But it's kind of badass to play Bathory. Like, in Dracula, you didn't play Dracula, so I wasn't expecting to play Bathos Lady. Whatever. Also, Bathory took baths in blood. Or that's the legend anyway. More likely she just murdered people and didn't bathe them.
God damn it! I am so sorry.
Oh, is this one of my guys or something, or... Man, I just, like... I mean... Is anyone else a little disappointed to see Elizabeth freaking Bathory expressing genuine, heartfelt sorrow at a guy dying? Like, does anyone else feel like this is just... somehow not what you paid for? Oh, well. It's, you know... It's a Sunset mission, so there's going to be lots of historical texts with, like, not much else than history, and also lots of gothic architecture, like this tree. Pretty gothic. In fact, it's so gothic that I think I'm going to go bro out and end the video here on the sting note, by which I mean the cliffhanger note of, like, is that guy gonna step into a puddle and break his tooth and die because healthcare is just so bad that when you break your tooth you end up dying somehow in these old times? Who knows?